Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's Brittany, and today I'm going to be just talking and yapping for a bit because my friend Carlos from my school gave me a suggestion on just making a video, and yeah, he gave me the motivation, so let's talk. Hold on guys. So before y'all come after me, I don't know how long it took me to post. My last video was 7 days ago. So please be happy that I'm giving y'all a video to watch, cuz filming this and then sending it to my team and then them editing this takes a lot of time. So please just deal with me. There's a lot of more content coming up, but yeah. Anyways, let's get started. So my friend Carlos, let's call him friend Carlos. I don't know. Let's call him Carlos. So basically so me and him go to the same school, and basically so me and him are on the same bus, and I got off the bus, he got off the bus, he went to his house and I was going to my house. And basically I was walking very slowly, and this car was just coming very slowly, and I'm like, whoa, buddy. And I freak out. So I'm like, I gotta run.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
So I just start running, and it's very snowy and slippery outside. So you know that I fell, I dead ass fell down and hit my head, and I hit my head, and I hit my rib also, and the car is in front, in the back of me, and and I felt like the car was gonna run me over. And I just got up so quickly and I ran. I ran like a bitch. I just ran so fast, and I was panicking. And then I got to the house, and the person that was in the car knocked on the door, and my brother picked up the door, and he was like, "Who is this?" And the person was like, "Oh, I just want to tell you that little girl fell down." Oh, that. Okay, so I asked some of my friends to send me some confessions. Well, not friends, but some people mutuals and all close people that I am very close to. So yeah, let me pull this up real quick. Okay, so the first confession is, so it says, when I was in 6th grade, a boy asked me out of nowhere, over text, and I said yes as a joke. The next day I dumped him so hard in front of the entire school, his friends made fun of him so bad he cried. Okay, I see you! Hey! Yeah! That was actually really funny. If I did that to someone, I would just laugh. I would just stand there and laugh. Okay, confession 2. I'm dating a guy, and he's so cute, but I can't have boyfriends, so he's gay, obviously. And my mom almost walked in on him on top of me, and we were making out. Ciao. If y'all want to do that, go somewhere else. Either a car or his house. But why in your... I feel like the reason why your mom doesn't want you at his house is probably because she doesn't want you to do the freaky icky. Probably that. But girl... Bro. That was actually good. I like that one. That one was actually... This girl at my track club is such a pick-me. She goes up to every boy when we have team dinners, saying how she doesn't wear makeup because she doesn't know how to. The other day at practice, I tripped her up, and she fell and sprained her ankle. I don't feel bad. Okay, hold on. So, she doesn't wear makeup, but her face actually did face plant on the floor. So, clock that. That actually, I can imagine how she felt. That would make me laugh. So I have 3 love interests right now, and I know that sound main character-y, but that's how it is. So the first, let's call Y, and we talked over the summer for 2 months, but it didn't work out, so we stopped. But recently we started texting again, but it doesn't feel the same. He's more dry than he was the first time. To describe him, he's cute, plays football, and kind of tall. The second, let's call W. I liked W for 6 months, but low-key started to not like him because he's kind of weird and kind of mean. Our friends used to ship us, but not anymore. And I don't know how to feel. To describe him, he's short, not that cute. I was going for personality low. Smart and nerdy. Okay, third is I. Why are we why is this kindergarten? Why are we giving them letters? Girl, I can't do this. Okay, let's continue. So I liked I in 6th grade, but don't anymore. I'm in 9th now, but he's in a trio, so am I, kinda. But the other two in his trio asked the other in my trio to Hoko. So they're trying to convince him to ask me, and I kind of want him to because he's sweet and cute. I want someone to go with real bad, but I don't know if he will though. So anyways, which do you like the best on this info? Babes. Okay, so I'm gonna go with I. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go with I. I'm gonna go with I. Cause like y'all may be a cute couple. Like, who knows? Like, get that cookie. Go get the cookie. Anyways, let's go for E. Now, new one. In my middle school, there are 3 male PE and health teachers, Mr. A, Mr. L, Mr. S. My sister, who is 2 years older than me, had Mr. S and kept asking questions about her personal life, like what do your parents do, how's your gymnastics, etc., etc. And though that he was creepy, and she would tell us stories about Mr. S, I never had him as a teacher, but I still find him creepy. Later, when I was in 8th grade, I had Mr. L, and I don't know. I would just get creepy vibes from him. One of my far guy friends told me that Mr. L was coaching at girls' volleyball game, and he was sitting by the girls' locker room and had his camera and phone pulled up, screen down, and allegedly has pictures of the girls.
Help me! Help me!
That sounds like
pedophilia.
Oh my god, girl. These confessions. Can't. I just can't. When I was 11, I found out my brother was lactose, and so when he was asleep, I put a
You stupid.
the fear. I don't know how to do filled with milk in his room and watched him shit himself while he Child. Oh my god. Imagine your parents going into you and your brother's room and then you just see a whole bunch of shit. Oh my god, twin. No! When I was 10, my pet hamster was missing, and my mom tried cheering me up by making chicken nuggets, but after I finished eating all of it, she ended up telling me that I ate my hamster and started laughing. If I was that little kid, I'd be crying. What do you mean I ate my pet hamster? Like, bro, like, here you go, honey, have some chicken nuggets. Thank you, Mom. By the way, you ate your hamster. When I was 11, I wanted to skip school, so I printed a picture of my mom and taped it to my face when I was dropped off at school, and went to the office telling the principal my daughter has a doctor's appointment. She won't be at school. But the principal knew it was me and thought I was having an identity crisis. So he called my mom to take me to the hospital to have a mental. Oh, girl. When I was 12, I was going to start middle school, and so I wanted to be popular so bad. So I searched up how to be popular in middle school, and it said to be baddie. So I thought it meant being bad. So the first day of school, I pulled the fire alarm and screamed fire. I don't think that's what baddie means. Little girl, no. Okay. When I was 9, my mom slipped on an ice cube on the floor and hit her hip, and instead of helping her up, I played slipping on a banana cartoon sound effect on repeat for 10 minutes. Why? I mean, I would do that, but like, oh my god. When I was 6, I thought lemonade was pee, so when I made her lemonade stand, I just peed in a jug and sold it for 25 cents each cup and made 4. How do people not notice the difference? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. When I was 9, I made a Facebook page and thought it'd be funny to post people pooping, so I secretly recorded a video of my mom taking a shit and posted it, then tagged my whole family, my mom, therapist, and Dr. Phil. Imagine you were on the Dr. Phil, like, imagine you were on the Dr. Phil show and he was like, do you know that your daughter, at the age of 9, posted a video of you using the bathroom, taking a shit, and posted it on your Facebook? Now, how would you feel? When I was 7, I accidentally shit myself, and my parents found out, and I didn't know how to tell them, so I started evil laughing and saying, the devil made me do it, and my parents called to church, and they did an exorcist on me. Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that? When I was 9, my mom took away my Nintendo 2DS, so I stole her phone and took photos of our toilet and spammed them on her Facebook page with the caption, pee and poop out of anger. Why do kids do this? Okay. Let's just do this again. Here's another one with the baddie. When I was 13, I wanted to be popular, so I searched up how to be popular, and it said to be a baddie. And I thought that meant being bad. So I threw a chair at my teacher. Why would you throw a chair at your teacher? I mean... When I was 7, I was on a bus for a field trip, and I accidentally pooped myself, so I was too embarrassed to admit it. So I grabbed my shit and threw it out the window, and it hit a person's windshield, causing them to get into a crash. Oh my god. When I was 8, I met Justin Bieber at Kroger's and took a photo with him to show my friends at school. But when I showed them, they started laughing because it turned out I took a picture with a random middle-aged woman with a pixie cut that I thought was Justin Bieber. So you're telling me you took a photo with an off-brand version of Justin Bieber? Oh my god, guys. I'm gonna start. I can't do this no more. Why do people do the things they do? Okay. Next one. When I was 9, I wanted to play Barbie Dreamhouse playset. So I tried hypnotizing my mom to convince her to buy it by hiding under her bed every night and whispered, Barbie Dreamhouse. But she had a physiotic breakdown because she thought she was hearing things. It was sent to an asylum. Why would you be under your mom's bed? Imagine your parents doing the Humpy Dory and then you would just whisper in the middle of them doing like Barbie Dreamhouse. Girl. When I was 9, my dad bought me a new TV, and I watched it every day. But then one day, I was laughing, and my dad walked in asking, what's so funny? And I said, I was watching a show, and he said, what show are you staring at? A wall. And I realized I was hallucinating for 2 weeks. When I was 8, I found out about sound effects, and decided I'm going to use them on my mom. So every time my mom walked in, I would play an earthquake sound effect, and when she would use the bathroom, I would stand by the door and play fart sound effects. One time, she had enough when we're at a bank, and the banker told her she's in debt, and I played the sad womp womp sound effect, and she started crying. Okay. When I was 9, I was using my mom's phone for games, and then I saw her Facebook and went on it, then messaged all her friends on Facebook, I'm going to fart on you and make you stinky. And that got her fired because one of the people I messaged was her boss. Imagine one of your employees saying that, oh, I'm gonna fart on you and you don't know that it's their child. I'm crying. I can't do this no more. Okay. When I was 12, I stuffed my bra with milk cartons from the school lunch every day. And when it was gym class, we had to play dodgeball. So when someone threw a ball at me, the milk carton exploded. I got so embarrassed, I started crying so hard that I ended up throwing up on the gym floor. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? When I was 7, I wanted to leave school early, so I had an idea to act like I got possessed. So I randomly started banging my head on the desk, speaking gibberish, and pissed my pants. So they called the ambulance to take me to a mental institution for examines. I think there was a better way to handle that situation than doing that, but okay. This one got me. Oh my god. When I was 8, I saw a dildo in my mom's room, so I took it, and then I went to church with my family. I went up to the priest and showed him the dildo and asked him to tell the whole church to pray for my mom for owning a dildo. Girl. Okay. 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 When I was 13, I wanted to have big boobs, so I stuffed my bra with raw chicken breasts every day until I went outside for gym class and got exposed by a raccoon attacking me and ripped my shirt off to steal the chicken breasts. That seems like something I do. Something that I would do if I was little, not 13. When I accidentally submitted my nude... Guys... I accidentally submitted my nudes instead of my assignment to my teacher, and he graded it a 24%. Why would he grade something higher than 0? Oh my god. This is gonna be my sleep paralysis, because I swear, guys. When I was 12, my friend got a boyfriend and put taken in her bio, and I thought she meant she was taken by a kidnapper. So I called the cops and posted that she was missing. Oh, girl. When I was 10, my friend's grandma died, and I wanted to make her feel better. So I called her with no ID and said, "It's me, your grandma. I'm calling back for you," while playing Help noises in the back. I have to brace my toe every time I read these, because, like, it's something that I can't. Okay, here's another one. My friend's grandma died, and my other friend went to her house, and usually her grandma was sitting on the couch. So she asked, "Where's my grandma?" And she told her, and it hasn't left her mind since then. Okay, that's okay. Babe, I think you need to get a little bit more better with your grammar, but you know what? That's fine. When I was 10, me and my brother had a staring contest, and he won. And I was so mad that I tried to scoop out his eyes with a spoon while he was asleep. Babes. When I was 11 years old, I didn't want to go to school, so I told my brother I'll give him $5 to wear a wig and go to school and act like me, so that I didn't have to. And he agreed to do it, but the teacher knew it wasn't me and called my mom, and I told them that my brother was going through an identity crisis, and I had nothing to do with it. My mom believed me and took him to a psychiatric hospital. Okay, well, when I was 9, I lied to my friends and told them I was dating Edward Cullen, and to prove it, I snapshotted a picture of me and my dad by replacing my dad's face with Edward's face, then showed my friends a picture, but they all asked why Edward looked so fat in the picture, and I started crying so hard that I threw up. And I think this is why AI is made today. I can't do this no more. When I was 9, I told everybody I was dating Justin Bieber, but no one believed me, so I tried to convince them by going to school the next day with a pic of Justin Bieber taped to my face, acting like I was looking for myself. But my teacher actually thought I was having an identity crisis. It had my parents take me to the hospital to mentally violated me. Why are we putting faces and pretending to be people? 9-year-olds today, guys. Yeah. When I was 11, I had a crush on the boy next door, so I wrote him a letter saying, I love watching you every day, and put it inside his mailbox. But his parents thought it was a threat and called the cops, then opened a whole investigation on it. You know, you could have handled it a different way again. Just going to the boy and telling him that, like, oh, I like you. When I was 7, my sister broke my Barbie, so I tried to kill her and dropped a toaster in the bathtub when she was bathing, but I forgot to plug it in, and she told my mom that I had to stay in a mental hospital for 3 years. Why? This is... Oh my God. When I was 13, I wrote my crush a letter confessing I liked him, but I accidentally turned it in as my English homework, and when my teacher saw it, he told me to stay after class and then confess he had feeling pretty. And what candy did you bring to the trauma dump? Stop! Why is there so much of these, like, scary ones? Oh my God! He confessed that he had feelings for you? I can't do this no more. Okay. When I was 9, I got so mad at my mom, I stole her phone to make a missing poster of her and posting it to her Facebook page, and her friends kept calling her phone, so I would answer it screaming, then hang up. Then I felt so bad, I posted it was a joke, and a picture of Talking Angela with the caption, you just got pranked, #LOL. What kind of fucking villain original story is this? What the fuck? Honestly, what the fuck is going on here? How many confessions do you guys have to trauma me? God. When I was 8, I wanted to be a model, so I taped photos of myself around the neighborhood in case a model agency finds it. But instead, people thought it was a missing poster, so when I was walking with my dad, someone called the cops, and my dad got arrested because he thought he kidnapped me. That's kind of interesting, but, like, girl, I would do that too if I was 8. I remember this one time. I'm gonna say my story this time. I remember this one time. So my dad, like, used to get home very late from work, and this was when my mom and dad were still together. And, like, he would come home very late, and I would be asleep. So, like, one day, I was, like, waiting for my dad at the door. I would sit at the door and wait for him until one day, like, I had enough of it. And so, like, I drew, like, posters saying, like, missing dad, his name, and everything. And I put them outside the door. And, like, people took the fucking posters and then tried calling him. So, one day, I'm, like, putting the posters, like, beside our door, our apartment door. And... like, he's coming home early, and that was the most rare occasion he has ever done. So, he yells at me, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing, Brittany? Why are you doing this? Why are you putting posters of me missing? And I'm like, because you haven't been home. And I got an ass whipping that day. My mom didn't even know. So, yeah. When I was 7, I got an F on my report card, and I didn't want my parents to know this. So, I tried to burn the report card in my room, but I accidentally lit my bed on fire, and the fire spread through the whole house and caused my house to burn down. Oh my God, girly! I also put my bed on fire, but I think I already covered that story. So, yeah. But I'll repeat it to you guys if you want this time. So, like, it was a day before my birthday. And, like, we had this county fair, and, like, I asked my mom, like, can we please go? Because, like, my birthday was the next day. She said no. So I got mad, and I had to clean the room because me and her shared a room. And this was when I was living with my grandparents. So I got mad, obviously, and threw a tantrum. And, like, my mom had, like, candles and, like, matches. So, like, so my plan was to put the corner of the sheets on fire and then blow it out. So that's what I did. So, like, I turned around, like, just for 1 minute, and the fire gets everywhere. So, like, we have, like, this little spray bottle. So, like, I unscrew the thing and just throw it in the bed, and the, like, thing, like, went on fire more. So I screamed, there's a fire, and my grandma comes over. She runs, grabs a whole ass bucket of water, throws it on the burnt ass bed, and the thing is, I burned my mom's literal new blanket she had got the day before I put the bed on fire that she got from the fair, and I burnt it, and we went to the fair, and I ended up going on the rides. And then, like, when I got home, my mom called my dad, and I got yelled at. So, yeah. When I was 10, I wanted to get my brothers in trouble, so I printed a pic of him and then taped it on my face, and I went to my parents' room at 3 a.m. and threw eggs at them. Okay. That's okay. When I was 9, I lost a game of Uno against my sister, and I got so mad that I shoved 5 cards down her throat and then tied her up to a chair and threw her down the stairs. I'm jealous of people with siblings. Average siblings experience. That's for real, though. Okay, next one. When my mom was younger, they wanted to go down the stairs in sleeping bags. So her and her 2 sisters shoved themselves in the sleeping bags. My mom shoved in the very bottom and her 2 sisters in the top together. And there was a landing, so they ran straight into a wall with my mom getting the most impact and slamming her face against the wall. Well, no. That's something. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 more, and then that'll be it for today's video because I'm kind of really tired. And yeah. When I was 7, I won a fish at the carnival, and I heard that fishes need heaters, but I didn't have one, so I put my fish in the microwave to help warm him up, and he exploded inside the micro. God. And then someone put under their confession, this is true. I was the fish. Okay. Next one. When I was 11, my dad wouldn't let me wear shorts out of the house in the middle of the summer. So I wore my heaviest, longest jacket instead. Winter jacket. He unfortunately did not change his mind. Okay. Guys, one time I won a fish at a carnival in plastic clear water cup, and I left him in the car, and I came back to him being dead. But on the drive home, I accidentally drank the dead water. Girl boss gatekeep. Oh my god. I have to brace myself every time I read these confessions. Okay, one more, and then that's it. When I told my hot geometry teacher to make my legs do a 180 degree, and I got suspended. People are way too comfortable. Deserved. Stop being creepy to your teachers, y'all. They don't want you. They're married. Like, if you see there's a ring, leave it. Okay, guys. Well, that is it for me today, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope y'all have an amazing Thanksgiving. Get fat, and at last, have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time. I love you. Stay safe. Drink water. Eat food. And stay healthy. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.